All right, in this video, we're going to talk about another basic JavaFX control, and that is the text field. So basically, the text field, you're going to let the user enter a single line of unformatted text. All right, so it's a way that we are going to get input from the user in our beginning JavaFX programs. Okay, so you can create. There's two constructors here that we're going to use. One is text field with no parameter. That's going to create an empty text field, kind of like those. You can create some with an initial text in there. And you'll notice a lot of newer applications have that. Like if there's some place form that you have to fill out, there'll be some like grayed out text in there telling you what you need to type into that text box. So you can kind of do that with this text field as well. Although sometimes it's a little irritating with the way JavaFX behaves. I would like, that prompt text to like kind of disappear when when I click into the text field, and a lot of times it doesn't seem like it does that. You can certainly do that, but then we'll start getting into kind of things I don't want to be talking about right at the moment here. Okay, so those are the two constructors, and then the other thing that we will want to do is certainly get the text out of a text field. So whatever the user typed in, we will want to get that, and then we'll also want to set the text. We'll want to change the text in the text field from time to time. So you would get the text by get text, right, and change the text using the set text method. All right, so let's take a look at this text field example. All right, so to get the text fields in your application properly, you're going to need the import javafx.scene.control.text field. Okay, and then that's the only other one that is not standard other than font here. And font, I'm just using to change the font of the text field. Although I kind of think that might not work in this example. If I remember from the last time I did this, something wasn't working right with this. So, all right, so let's go ahead and run it and just see. All right, so here's the annoying thing, right? When I click in there, right, I have to clear that out, which is a little bit of annoying. But there's a text field here. Type some stuff in here. There's a text field there. So the user can type in a line of text inside there. All right. So when I create this text field, right, it's initially empty. Because we are using pane again, I can relocate it to specific coordinates, and I do that here. Right. Otherwise, if you didn't relocate it, these when you added them into the pane, they would be on top of each other essentially. And you couldn't see it. Here I create a text field with some stuff inside there, some initial stuff, a prompt to the user, and I change the font inside there. All right, and then I use the same methods to add these text fields in there. All right, so it's root.getChildren. I just add them both into the pane at once. All right, and here I show you how to use get text and set text, right, to get the text out of the text field and add some text in there. So on the first thing I do, remember this first text field was blank when I started it, and then I put in the text, add some text. So I changed it later. And then I got some text out. I used the get text method just as an example to show you how I did that, and I printed it down here in the console. And generally speaking, you're not going to do that, right, in an application. Now here I'm just doing this to illustrate, how those methods are called, basically. Okay, we'll be using those a lot later, so you'll see how they're actually used. All right, and then I create my scene, right, and tell it, hey, use the root component that I just got set up, the root container, and then I tell the stage to display the scene I just got set up, and then I show it, and the results, right, is here. I have these two text fields, right, and the user can type some things in there. All right, and that's how we can get input from the user, our basic input, one of the ways. All right, and that is it on this video.